Hey guys, it's Kaylor. Welcome to the YouTube channel. This is week 10 of the weekly design challenge. This challenge is hosted in my Discord. There's a link for my Discord down in the description. If you'd like to know more about how to participate, there's some information in the Discord, but there's also going to be a video that I'm going to link on the screen now that will tell you everything about the rules and how to participate in this challenge. So this week I've picked a handful of designs and I've linked all of the designers' social media links that they provided me with down in the description if you'd like to check out any of the individual designers. So this week's theme was to create a logo design, and that's all I gave you to go on. I wanted you guys to have complete and total creative freedom this week. So let's take a look at your guys' designs. So this first one was submitted by Gagan Prasad, and again, if I mispronounce anyone's name or username in this, I apologize. So on this, it's for green plant, and this is a nice little G logo up here at the top that looks like a leaf. And I think if you zoom out on this and you zoom in, it looks like a G consistently. It looks good in black or white, but you got this nice green gradient on here, which is cool. The type looks a little out there to me. It just doesn't look like it connects with the logo as good. So you might want to work on integrating those together a little bit better. It just kind of feels like this is your illustration, this is your logo, and this is just out here on its own. So maybe you shrink this down and put it next to this, or you bold this type and you maybe have a tagline below it. Just some way that you can get this together. Maybe you put it in a box or something. It just feels like they're a little bit too separate on this one. But the G logo is really nice. The only thing I would say with the line work is this edge right here looks a little pointy right there, but I think that's just with the anti-aliasing, I think it is, of the image. So I think you're good to go on that. So thank you for submitting it. That's the critique I have for you. I hope you found that helpful. This next one was submitted by Stiffenoff Andrew. So on this one, I really like the W and the E and the gradient you're using. This is a really nice type, but I just don't think it goes with the Weearn. So there's a few things here. Is the company called Weearn, or is it just called We? Because I'm getting We. And also, I seen somebody mention this in the Discord. They didn't like the overlap because it looked like Weearn. I can see that now. At first, I just didn't like the overlap just because I don't like how a logo should be overlapping like that much. You can barely tell there's an L back there, and that would be hard to read at small sizes. So if you're like at a distance from the logo and this is on like a billboard, or just in general, it can be difficult. And especially if you're going to go with like black and white for a print, you don't really have to do that very much. But when I started learning, we always consider the black and white version. So I don't think that would look very good here either. But back to the Weearn. So that would be your company name, I would assume, unless it's just We. So you want to figure out a way to incorporate the entire word without the overlap somehow. And I feel like if you just put the We over here, you're just going to have some type and two different typefaces, which I don't think would look very well. So that's just some stuff to consider. Aesthetically, I can see this working. But for an actual logo design for a company, I wouldn't suggest doing this. So I hope you found that helpful. Again, those are just my opinions. Thank you for submitting that design. This next one looks like a personal logo. This one is from Yogesh Degal. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So on this one, I seen this in the Discord and I was like, that's interesting. It looks like it's got a pencil here. That makes sense for design, graphic design, whatever you do. Maybe you draw, even write, I don't know. But right here, it looks like Yol. So if that's what you're going for, that's fine. But after I seen the Yol, I can't unsee it. Yeah, I just can't unsee the Yol. And I think the reason for that is the point on this kind of pencil. I'm going to call it. I don't know if you meant to be at a pencil, but I'm going to call it a pencil. I think if you just cut this point off, so if you flatten this out and you just do the YD, I think it looks good. I like how you have both of the letters connected. And if you look at a lot of high-end brands that use just two letters or even their name, they're very simple, and that makes them more or less timeless. So if you really want the pencil, you might want to think about reworking it somehow. But make sure that when you look at this logo, it says YD. So if you cut that off, I'm going to get the YD from that. But right now, I'm getting kind of a Yol. And you don't want anybody to be confused when they see your logo. So that's just my suggestion for you. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for submitting that. All right, so this next one was submitted by Mari, and unfortunately, this is going to be the last one I have time to critique today. So I was fortunate enough to see a few iterations of this one. So the first one I seen, it looked like it said Howie. So these two strokes were connected originally, and obviously they were kind of centered in here and spaced well. But now it looks like you've cut them in two and stacked the ends on top of each other. So it's supposed to say Honi, I think is how you say that. And if that is how you pronounce it, even if you read this H-O-N-I, you still get that. But most people are going to get the double ends, I think, on this one. So I do like the tracking you're using. So the space throughout all the letters here. So the space through the overall word. And I do like the font weight and how it matches the stroke weight. I think that these, like this width right here and this width right here, is the same. If it's not, I would try that out. The more consistency you can get would be good. And if these two strokes are different, which I think they are, I really like that. If I was designing this, I might have been lazy and copied this one and pasted it down here. But I think this one looks like a wider U, and that one looks like a smaller. Yeah, that looks handwritten. It looks unique, and I can see this part being like a really crucial part of your logo, as it is, because of that uniqueness between these two strokes. So that is a really nice touch. I wouldn't change that. Some people might tell you to do, the same, but I like how you have the different shapes of the end. I think that looks really nice. So yeah, I'm getting Honi from this. Again, I hope that's how you pronounce that. So yeah, I'm glad I got to see the first one, because I think this one looks much better than the Howie version, I'm gonna call it. And this looks good on your presentation down here. So thank you for submitting that, and that's the feedback I have for you. Now here's some more great designs from this week. Alright, so that is it for week 10's designs. That was a pretty fun one for me because I don't get to do logos that often, so that was nice to critique those. So thanks to everyone who participated in the Discord and also who helped out in the Discord as well. So with all that, let's take a look at week 11's theme. Week 11's theme is a car order website. Specifically, either you're customizing the car or you're going through the process of ordering the car. A good thing to take a look at is Tesla's website. If you go on Tesla's website, you can order a car and you can choose all the specs you want, the colors, and you can customize the car to be yours. So if you do something like that, that's cool. If you're just ordering a car, that's also fine. So that is this week's theme. Again, if you guys have any questions on the theme, you can ask me in the Discord. Me or a mod can try to clear that up for you if you have any confusion. So I look forward to seeing you guys' designs. Again, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the time I like to try to make the video. So if you have your design in the Discord, you always have a chance to get in the video by that time. So I look forward to seeing you guys' designs. So that's it for me today. If you guys like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more design-related content. I try to upload 3 times a week, so make sure you have that notification bell on so you don't miss a video. And as always, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.